Imagine a generation that didn't inherit wealth. They invented it. They built banks out of code, created currencies out of community, and turned garage apps into global financial ecosystems. 3 years ago, two 20-somethings, one built a hedge fund, the other built a bank. Neither wore suits, and neither waited for permission. Leopold Aschenbrenner and Henrique Dubugras proved a new truth. The future of finance isn't coming from Wall Street anymore. It's coming from code, curiosity, and AI. This is the new Wall Street, built not in suits, but in hoodies. And it's powered by AI. Welcome to the AI-powered finance revolution, led by Gen Z. Hi, I'm Imani, your AI career coach. My mission is to help you rise above the noise, stand out above the rest, thrive in the AI era so you can find a job you really want. And today, on Transformation Thursday, we're diving into how Gen Z entrepreneurs, analysts, and investors are rewriting the rules of money, using AI as their co-founder. Let's start with a fun fact. More than 65% of Gen Z say they would rather start a business than work for one. And 72% of those same young founders use AI tools daily, not as a luxury, but as leverage. That means the future of finance won't be built on Wall Street. It will be streamed from bedrooms, co-working spaces, and yes, garage apps, just like the early days of Google and Apple. Let's zoom in on what that looks like. The new blueprint of banking. Traditional banks used to own the customer relationship. Now, AI-powered fintech apps own the customer experience. Platforms like Revolut, Chime, and Nubank aren't just banks. They're ecosystems. They analyze spending habits, automatically categorize transactions, predict financial stress, and recommend saving strategies before you even ask. Here's the secret. None of this was built by Wall Street veterans. Most of these companies were founded by 20-somethings with coding skills and curiosity. Revolut started as a travel card idea in a London flat. Today, it has over 35 million users and a valuation above $30 billion. Nubank was launched in Brazil to fight unfair bank fees. Now, it's one of the largest digital banks in the world. These aren't exceptions, they're signals. The next big finance institution won't be built on a corner lot. It will be coded on a laptop. AI as the silent partner. Every successful Gen Z finance startup has one thing in common: AI as a co-founder. Let's break that down. AI handles the data. It analyzes behavior, detects fraud, and personalizes products for each user. AI speaks the language. Chatbots like Erica from Bank of America and Kooky for fintechs handle millions of customer queries with a human-like tone and 24/7 availability. AI drives decisions. Predictive models forecast default risk, market volatility, and investment performance before humans even notice patterns. That's how a small startup with 5 people can operate like a bank with 500. Fun fact. The average fintech using AI for risk assessment cuts loan defaults by 25% and increases approval rates by 40%. That's not automation, that's acceleration. Let's talk about the rise of AI wealth advisors. A decade ago, only the wealthy had access to financial planners. Now, AI advisors like Wealthfront, Betterment, and Zest AI bring that power to everyone. They track your goals, manage portfolios, and auto-rebalance investments with less bias and more precision. These platforms don't remove the human advisor. They elevate them. Advisors can spend more time on strategy and relationship building while AI handles the math. That's how you go from spreadsheet to smart sheet. And Gen Z investors love transparency. They don't want to trust the system. They want to build the system. That's why community-driven platforms like Public and eToro thrive. They blend education, social proof, and AI recommendations in real time. Let's address the elephant in the room: crypto. From crypto chaos to AI clarity, Gen Z watched crypto rise and fall like a roller coaster. But what they learned was priceless. They saw the power of decentralization and the pain of disorganization. So they're building the next wave: AI regulated, ethically audited blockchain systems. Companies like Chainalysis use AI to track illicit transactions and protect investors. Others like Circle and Ripple use AI for real-time settlement and fraud monitoring. And a new generation of developers is merging AI with DeFi to build self-healing, smart contracts that detect and patch vulnerabilities automatically. That's what we mean by AI clarity, turning financial chaos into code-driven accountability. Here's how Gen Z is changing financial culture. Money used to be about status. Now it's about sustainability, social impact, and self-education. Gen Z is investing in green funds, micro businesses, and AI startups that align with values, not just returns. And that shift is massive. In 2024 alone, Gen Z investors funneled over $100 billion into ESG and impact funds driven by AI analysis. They understand something older generations missed. Ethics isn't a trend, it's a technology. AI doesn't just optimize profits, it optimizes purpose. Take Klarna, for example. Its AI assistant handles 2/3 of all customer service inquiries, cutting response times to under 1 minute while improving satisfaction scores. But beyond efficiency, they used AI to reduce consumer debt risk by analyzing behavior patterns in real time. That's not just innovation. That's responsible capitalism. Whether you're a trader, analyst, student, or founder, this moment is your invitation. The new finance playbook. AI isn't the enemy of finance, it's the engine of it. So here's your Transformation Thursday framework to ride the wave instead of getting wiped out. 1. Learn the language. Start with AI finance terms: machine learning, neural networks, predictive modeling. Understand what's under the hood. 2. Build micro-proofs. Launch small AI projects: a budget tracker, a forecast dashboard, or an automated tax spreadsheet. 3. Network intelligently. Join fintech Slack groups, LinkedIn spaces, or Discord communities where AI meets finance. 4. Stay compliant. Understand AI ethics and data governance. That's the shield against career risk. 5. Think global. AI finance is borderless. The next startup collaboration could come from Singapore or South Africa. Because AI is flattening the financial map, and those who think globally grow exponentially. Let's bring this home with examples you can Google today. Real-world proof: Upstart, an AI-based loan platform that uses education and employment data to approve borrowers ignored by traditional banks. Result: $34 billion in loans and a 30% reduction in default risk. Plaid started as a simple API to connect apps to bank accounts. Now it's valued at over $13 billion and powers apps like Venmo, Robinhood, and Coinbase. Stripe, founded in a small apartment by two brothers, now worth over $50 billion and using AI to fight fraud and automate billing for millions of businesses. These aren't outliers, they're the blueprint. They prove you don't need Wall Street access to create wealth. You just need Wi-Fi, wisdom, and a work ethic. Here's your Transformation Thursday challenge. Choose one AI finance tool this week and learn it deeply. Whether it's Kensho, Zest AI, or ChatGPT for financial analysis, master the art of collaboration between human intuition and machine intelligence. Then document it, because documented proof becomes digital credibility. Post your progress on LinkedIn, Instagram, or YouTube and tag hashtag AI Coach Imani so I can cheer you on. The future of finance isn't built in boardrooms anymore. It's built in bedrooms by creators who code curiosity into currency. AI didn't kill the bank. It created a generation of builders. So whether you're trading, saving, investing, or just starting, remember this. You're not too late for the future. You're right on time. Give this video a thumbs up if it gave you clarity. Share it with someone in finance who's ready to go from surviving to scaling in the AI era. And don't forget to subscribe, because tomorrow is Feature Friday, inside the AI investment labs that are training the trillion-dollar advisors of the future. I'll see you tomorrow, where your transformation turns into traction.